What's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Happy Friday to everyone. TGIF. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Hope you guys are going to have a fun weekend. I'm going to be banging away on this thing, trying to get as much stuff as I can get done for our convention next Friday. So, yeah. Not glamorous, but, I enjoy it. So, no major complaints. Anyways, what's up with you guys? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Mic's a little hot there, isn't it? Sorry about that. Back it off a little bit. All right. So, yeah, what are you guys up to? Give me a shout. Drop in, say hello. In the meantime, so we're going to mix it up. If you remember all the stuff that we were going through yesterday, that's pretty much all been addressed. So, we're looking pretty good for the most part. There's a couple minor things I want to address, but like all the cutscenes that were kind of cutting off too early, that kind of stuff. That's all been fixed. So I'm going to get brave and try and crank out some stepped animation just as placeholder for the 30-some scenes that... Axel, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome, man. Happy Friday. So I was just talking about the fact that I'm going to try and create some real quickie stepped animation just as placeholder for all these cutscenes. So instead of just him just standing there idle, at least there's something. It'll be like very staccato, but at least it's better than nothing. So I'm going to see just how viable this concept is. So I'm going to bounce over here, over to my trusty Maya LT, which is a now discontinued software. Too bad, because I love the crap out of this program. It's Maya without the high price and without the rendering engine, which is fine. Don't need a rendering engine. Alright, so here we have like the planter. So I was just starting to set this up. And we'll start with something like this. Let me bring on my outliner here so I can check this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think I'll just animate the planter. This is not the way you should do this, but once again, like I said, this is all down and dirty. Just trying to get something better than nothing. So, anyways, let's do this. Put it like so. Alright. That should be good enough. And let's go ahead and key him at 0. And let's see. Let's lock this. There we go. Now we have ground plane, just make sure it doesn't go through it. But I've locked that so I can't accidentally select it, which I will do all the time. And here we should have him, so... Alright. And I have it at 30 FPS, which is good. The game's running at 60, but for just what we're doing here, we're just going to leave it at 30. So, what I'll do here is, let's see. Yeah, I'll let him lead with his left. So, once again, this is not about looking pretty. This is all about speed. Trying to make as much as I can with these little placeholder blocked staccato animations that I can with the time available. It is literally 1 week from today that we'll be showing the new content at the game demo. So, put his arm forward like it would be like that. That's legit. So, Axel, if you're still around, what's up with you, man? What's new? Alright. So, if we did this right, yeah. So, this is what I'm talking about. You see how it's stepped. That's exactly what we want there. And then, I'll worry about timing later. I'm just more, I can always easily adjust that kind of thing. But right now, it's just a matter of getting the poses and worry about the timing later. Alright. So I'm just going to tuck this in a little bit, like so. Yeah. And then go ahead and get him closer, and he's going to have to be bending down. Whoa. Let's go over top view here. Like so. Alright, and his knee should be around here. So there's his knee. Let's get his knee forward. Alright, I'm gonna bend him forward like this. So in this case, since we're switching feet, this hand's gonna kind of swing out like so. This hand would be coming forward because he's walking forward. Opposite hand, opposite foot. I'm going to expand my sphere here, make it a little easier to rotate. Alright. Another key on everything. So, yeah. And really interesting. Okay, it's not defaulting, so that's fine. We will just go like that. There. Now we're back to stepped. Whew, that looks a little funky. Let's fix that a little bit. Yeah, so at this point, grab that, and here, like that. Knee's going funky. Let's fix him. There you go. Alright. And I'm going to bend him over, but probably need to push the planter back a little bit. We'll figure that out as we go along. So I'm just arbitrarily pushing a few frames forward. Like I said, timing is not a big deal. Although actually I'm going to fix his foot here. There. And just jump a few frames forward, and then we'll work out the timing later on. But at this point we want to have him grabbing. So we'll see how we can get him down at the bottom. That doesn't look painful, does it? Alright. And I think, let's see, we stepped. Boom. Yeah, so this one I think what I'll do is just have him kind of like have his leg kind of splayed. Yeah, you can hear him screaming in pain from here. Alright, we'll fix it. Hey, we'll fix this. There you go. So the idea here is that he's going to put his knee down, like so. And then this bad boy is just kind of stretched out like this. Yeah. It's not going to be pretty. We're going to rotate him back a little bit because the chest is coming forward. We need to tilt this like so, so he can get the feet underneath there. Let's push his head and neck back so he's not like smacking into it. Okay. Like so. And let's see if the arm's going to reach. They're not even close. Not even close, bud. Okay, so let's bring him all the way down. And you know what? That looks painful, so we're going to switch that to like... Yeah, that looks a little less screamingly painful. And with this, his shoulder would come down. And the hand is going to come down. Mihail, hopefully I got that right. Are any of the original cast going to do voices for the game? Great question. Our license allows us, oh, and just in case someone else is here and doesn't know what the context is, we have licensed the 1960s TV show Lost in Space, and our license is really kind and generous. We are allowed to use the original dialogue from the original characters, the Jupiter 2, for the game. So all of the main characters of the Jupiter 2 will be their original voice, with one exception, and that is right here, Will Robinson, because a lot of the game will be you playing as Will Robinson, and honestly, there's not enough dialogue from Bill Mummy in the original series to cover all of the game. You know, if you think about it, this is a point-and-click adventure game. You know, so as a result, we had to go with a different voice for him. But yes, all the other ones. Well, here, I'll just give you a snippet if you want, since you're here and since you asked nicely. Oops. Oh, that's my penny. Let me move her out of the way. All right. So, for example, I will turn audio's on. So let's jump in here. Give a little sample. Cutscenes. Opening. Can't. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Hit the wrong button. All right. Let's go maximize. Volume's on. Here you go. Here's a little sample.
Energy cell exhausted.
Bah! How dare you, you disreputable dunce!
I am sorry, Dr. Smith.
Spare me the apologies, you ineffectual ineptitude.
Dr. Smith, could you help me with this for a minute?
I'm terribly sorry, my dear lady.
My back is very delicate today.
Oh, no, you don't, Smith. You're not getting off that easy.
Spare me the barbs, Major.
Mom,
Yes?
do you know where Dad went?
Well, I don't
Oh,
know. You better
no.
ask. Well, what's got into him?
Beats me.
There you go. So there's most of the cast members, with the exception of his dad, John Robinson, and we introduce the player to
Dad!
him as well.
Dad, wait!
The stoic
Look,
dad.
I know where this conversation's going, so let's put an end to it once and for all. The answer's no.
I find this really neat cave, but you're saying I can't go in there for like 1,000,000 years?
Closer to 2 million, son.
Dad, I'm not a kid anymore.
All right, stand clear.
Please, sir, can I at least look inside for a moment?
And that's out of the question.
I don't think it's dangerous in there.
Well, I do, son.
But, Dad...
Come on, son, let's go.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
I love it. This game looks great. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So, I mean, it's fun. This was a good intro. I think anyone that doesn't know the TV show, those that do, will instantly kind of go, everyone is acting like everyone, you know. Don is always annoyed by Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith is the permanent goal breaker who is doing everything in his power to not work a moment in his life. And you have Judy helping Don, and you have Penny helping Maureen, right? And they're working in the garden, that kind of stuff. So this is sort of like a perfect tableau of what the whole family is up to, you know. And I think it helps establish that anyone that doesn't know will kind of get a quick sense of the attitude of the characters. So yeah, it's just now, it's a combination of extracting all the different dialogue from all those episodes and integrating them so they work in context, which is the big challenge that we're facing. But thankfully, since there was over 80 episodes of the TV show, it's, you know, we have a lot to pull from, you know. So the game will primarily focus around Will Robinson, Dr. Smith, and Robot, you know, because since they were the classic trio, you know, and you'll get to play as all three characters. You know, we're hinting at that cave, and then what happens that in the free demo, which is available on Steam and Itch, Will sneaks off in the middle of the night, and he gets trapped in the cave by some mysterious individual. And by the time he gets back, we see that the whole place has been just demolished, and everyone has gone missing. You know, and you find Robot in disrepair, and you find Dr. Smith actually on the lower level of the Jupiter 2, cowering in a closet, although he thinks it's a strategic retreat, but, you know, he's a coward. So then the three of you band together and then go on multiple different little adventures to find everybody, rescue them, and bring them back. And that will include rescuing them from some of the classic villains from the show, who have made a magical return, but in a justifiable reason once we get to who the master villain is behind the whole thing. So it all kind of ties back into previous episodes. The license doesn't let us create new canon, so the Jupiter 2 will not make it back to Earth. And it won't make it to Alpha Centauri. That's just not going to happen. You know, but everything else is pretty much fair game. So there you go. Yeah, Mal, I'm glad you like what you see here. Thank you very much. All right. And So what I was talking about is the fact that we have a whole new scene that we've been working on, which we've nicknamed Aftermath. And let me switch this so it looks right. There you go. And this is what I was talking about. This is sort of like after he returns from the cave. It's early morning, which is why you have that harsh kind of morning light. But then we see like the robot is over here. If I fire it up, you'll see him. So you see that the shield generator is not functioning correctly. You see it's flickering with smoke coming off of it. And we see the robot is completely incapacitated. So if we look at him.
I need to reattach his battery pack.
So
His battery pack is missing.
how many times did he lose his battery pack? You know, I think they should have bolted it on or something. But anyway, so that's like the beginning, is trying to find his battery pack to bring Robot back so he can tell you what's going on and what happened to everybody. And so yeah, you saw there was no motion. Excuse me. When he was looking at the robot, there's no movement there. So what I'm trying to do is we have a convention that's a week from today, and I'm trying to just bang out as quickly as I can just some placeholder, what's referred to as stepped animation, just so you can, rather than have him just stand there frozen, you can at least see him kind of moving around. You know, so that's what I'm working on right now. So we have like these, the planters that the family always makes all their food with, grow all their food with. They've all been knocked over, so now Will's in the process of lifting them up one by one. So, and then what I'm talking about in stepped is just like this, boom, boom, boom. You know, it's just going to be really, you know, almost like a slideshow kind of thing. But since we are so close, and unfortunately I was hoping to maybe get some real animation for this stuff, but we had too many obstacles that came up on us. So unfortunately that's not going to be an option, but that's okay. So there you go. Mihail, there is an answer to your question. Thanks for asking, though. And I'm glad you like what you see. Yeah, we've been really fortunate so far. The fans of the show have been super supportive, and have really liked the idea that we're basically pitching this as season 4 of the show, right? It's like a whole new adventure, that kind of thing. I'm going to shrink this back down, get a little better control. Where's my elbow? Oh, he's way underneath. Alright. I think what I might do is cheat him back like this, and then rock him forward so I can get more. There you go. That's going to work. Not pretty, but it's just going to be fast. Yep. That still looks broken. I shouldn't really care that much. I mean, this is all very much temp. Alright. Control S that. Alright. So, then he'll start to lift it up. And at this point, we're going to start moving the planter, so I'll keyframe the planter as well. That's a fantastic question. My company, Scary Robot, is actually licensed for all the 3 major consoles, including Nintendo Switch. We'd like to. Right now, we're focusing exclusively on PC and consoles, just because we're really we're doing some nice visual stuff to it. But once that comes into play, and if we feel like the market is there, then we will definitely do an adjusted version, because, you know, I mean, we all accept the fact that the Switch doesn't perform like an Xbox or a PC or a PlayStation, you know. But so the Switch has to have sort of like a specialized version, you know, that's, you know, stripped down to a certain degree to make it run at more than 3 frames a second. But absolutely, we would love to get it on the Switch for sure. I think it would be a really good fit, in particular, because it has that kid-friendly kind of family adventure stuff to it. But you know, and it's, you know, and very stylish kind of look to it, and it's an adventure, you know. But time will tell. Fingers crossed. All right. Once again, I'm just going to bounce out here. Select all keyframes and make sure that everybody is still unstepped. There we go. bring this back, and we'll start to lift up. Like that. The arms, look at, he's Stretch Armstrong. So, kind of lift this like so. There you go. This one as well. And then start to get the planter turned upward. Alright, and I'm kind of floating off the ground here. So I'm going to switch this to world from object. It's going to make life a little easier for me for a second here. So it's easier to go like that. Alright. Okay. And then, so he'll kind of step forward a little bit as he's lifting it. Ouch. Very painful. All right. And bring it in just a little bit. Oh, let's switch. Don't want this in world. I want this in object space. There we go. And we'll tuck the knee in here while the hands go to here. Uh-oh. Looks like I got one of these guys in mocap mode. Yep. Let's break that. Turn that off. Oh, two of them. Oh, I gotta fix that in the default version. So yeah, the rig is designed to work either as keyframed and or with mocap, and the default rig should by default be set up for actual keyframe animation, but look like the fingers there were defaulting to mocap. So that's just something that I gotta make note of. It's an easy fix, but that's something I can deal with later. There we go. Yep. Alright, and then of course the table is not stepped. So let's go ahead and fix that like so. Yeah. There you go. So like I said, this is not pretty animation. I will not be putting this on my animation demo reel, but just to get something in place. And like so. And then, so at this point the table will be mostly, let's see, yeah, it's kind of in the same center position there. Yeah, we'll cheat it. A little bit like that. Cool. Stepped. Oops. Alright. Key everybody. Like so. Make sure staying stepped. I know I could go into the settings and switch it to stepped and by default, but if I do that, I know I'll forget about it. Until I'm like animating for real. So until I get really annoyed, I'm gonna leave it as the default spline setting, and just remember to keep hitting stepped. Alright. Alright, so he's easing it up. Like so. And at this point, I think we can get the torso to start coming upward as well. And the head and neck will come back down. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright, And then we'll do, should be one more to, excuse me, get the planter to rest in place. So at this point we should be able to go like 0 everyone out. Yep, just like that. And keep it from being up in the stratosphere. There we go. And then, so we'll have him taking a step forward. Alright, everybody stepped. Good. Alright. So he went with his right foot. Actually, I'm going to bring this right foot in a bit. I think that'd be a little more natural at that point. Make his knee more centered. Ish. Good enough. Cheat this knee in a little bit. That looks about right. And now we're going to bring this knee way forward because this leg's going to come forward. Ooh, not too far. And we'll turn it out like so. Alright, and then I think this will be the last time he's actually handling it. And then we'll just have a settle, and we should be pretty much there. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Nothing too sophisticated going on here. So, it's, yeah, I mean, this is, I keep saying this, but I mean, this is just placeholder. But it's kind of fun. I mean, I've had a lot of years of creating like real animation for television and some films, but with television it's like a crazy timeline that you got to get stuff done just, you know, ASAP, you know. So we got a little more time here, which is you know, but we're just worried about steps. We're not doing anything polished with this stuff. Let me just double check I'm stepped there like that. Yeah, there we go. And then, so planter's in place, and then we'll just have him just kind of finish like so. Yeah. So now he's just going to come back to more like a regular stance. And since his left leg is so far over, we'll let his torso kind of follow that. There you go, like that. Fix the knee. Alright. Grab all my controls. Key it. And make sure we're stepped. We are. Good. And at this point, torso can be completely back in place. Actually, you know what? Let's just zero him out. Just let him come forward a little bit, not too far, and keep him looking down at the planter. There you go. Ta-da. So the nice thing about this one animation is that there's like 4, 5 different planters. So one animation used 4 times. So that's yay that. So technically, I'll have actually, by finish this one animation, I'll have finished 4. So yay. Unfortunately, I'm not counting that on my list. I still have over 30 to knock out. And this only counts as 1 in that list. Alright. Even this, I think I'm probably spending a little too much time worrying about poses, but that's, you know, that's the animator's pride, I think. Alright, so let's grab this because center of gravity is not working right now. So here whoops. Let's do it this way. Alright, just about there. You know, actually, I think I'm going to reverse myself, and what I'm going to do is actually have him just step back. Oops, this is what I want to keep in place, so we're going to do it like this. Alright, still going to keep these rotation and position, just offset it back. Like that. Yeah. There you go. So, not pretty, but functional. A lot better than having him just kind of stand there. Alright, so... And then... at least one of the planters is hiding, in this case, the robot's battery. So what I'll do is I'll kind of recycle this, hit Control S, version up just to play safe. There you go. And just have him turn and like pick up a battery. So I'll go ahead and give that a beat. And then once I do this, I may play with just the timing, slide it a little bit, just so it's a little, I don't know, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean like the step that pop up here. Yeah, that's a little fast. So, I mean like this one may stretch out just a little bit like so. Okay, there you go. I've seen worse animation. I've made worse animation. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Okay, so let's have him, after a brief pause, he's going to turn like so. And like this. So then this foot has come back. And he would come back with it. Whoa. And he would go this way. Alright. His arm kind of come back this way. Let's fix his elbow. Alright. So, and then now we want his torso to start looking downward because he sees something on the ground. Oh shoot. Probably not step, or maybe I am stepped. Let's see. Nope. Nope, we don't want linear sliding. That looks just ugly as crap. Alright. Do that. Alright. Fine. Default. No. It's, where is it? No. That's the rotation. I forgot where it is. I used to know. Alright, I don't know where it is, so I'm not going to change it. I'll just keep doing it manually. I have forgotten. Alright. So then... Alright, I think what I'll do is kind of cheat this foot in. Like so. Don't know why I care. This is temp blocking, but that's just a better pose. Alright. So, make ourselves a new keyframe. Make sure we're blocked. There you go. Stepping. Okay. Now he's gonna... Let's have him come downward. Alright. And what the heck, I'll let him pick it up with his left hand. Just because. Alright. Oh, let me do this. Let me lock my camera. I always forget to do that, and I don't want to bump the camera because it's a pain. Maya is not camera friendly when it comes to hitting it and trying to undo. If you've ever used Maya, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, rotate that downward. Maybe bring this up just a little bit so it looks a little better. Oops. There you go. Rotate the shoulder. Shouldn't be messing with details, but oh well. That's pride. Alright. So now we'll make them fully. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, I thought I keyed that right there. There it is. There. Alright, cheat him down like so. Shift him back so his center of gravity isn't too wonky there. And let's see if the hand, hopefully the hand can reach. Make the torso twist so we make sure it can reach. Yeah, like that. Alright. Let's rotate this a bit more. And we need to fix that elbow. Elbow's killing us right now. He's way over there, no wonder. There we go. Got ourselves a little more room to reach down and pick up the imaginary item. Speed animating. Alright. His head now is looking the wrong spot there. Let's fix that. There we go. Control S that. Alright. And hide all the geo, turn geo back on after selecting all the controls. Alright, now he's going to stand back up. And just to simplify things, we'll grab the hands at the same time. The hands are, of course, set in IK mode right now. Let the knees slide in there. And body should be rotating upward. Raise the head up. The shoulder's going to drop as he raises up. Like that. Oof. He's still hunched over. Raise the torso a little bit here. Starting to come back up. Let the head drop back down a little bit. Have this start coming back in towards his body. Alright, I think the elbow is wrong there. That's because it is. Swing that out. Fix the shoulder. Okay, and I think we'll just do one more keyframe for this, and then we'll kind of call this done. Alright, where's his center of gravity? We'll put him right about here. Turn him like so. No, he's not stretched out like crazy. Alright, neck looks okay. Head will look okay in a second. Shoulder looks terrible. Drop that. Drop these both to 0. Just default them back out. Alright, and then... Whoa. That was weird. I think it froze for a second there. And bring this up a little bit just so we can not lock that elbow. We'll slide it back in place like that. Alright, and let's double check that. Nope, it's not. So let's grab all of our controls again. Make sure I keyframe everybody and make sure they're all in stepped. Yeah. Good enough for just as a temp. It, like I said, it's a lot better than him just standing there doing nothing. Picks it up. Yep. And Matthias, hey. Matthias, did I pronounce that right? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back. Nice to hear from you again. Sorry, I still haven't... I think you you wanted me to... You're asking if I speak Spanish, and I don't last time. I believe that's the case, but... Bienvenidos? That's about as good as it gets right there. Alright. Cool. Alright. So now I have two choices. I can either export this and implement it, which I might do just because it's going to be in like 4 different spots. So it's not a bad one to actually kind of dial in. Or I could just go to work on other animations. But let's see what we can do here. Trying to think how I want to handle it. Okay, so he's at origin. So that's fine. So Let's go back out. Let's save. Show that guy. Go save again. All right. Oh, I need to fix one thing too. This is like a namespace quirk that is Maya. So what I want to do is grab everybody here. Let's see, modify. Is it there? Yeah. Switch this to prefix. That should drop everybody down to regular name. Excuse me. Otherwise, if I send this over to Unity, the naming convention will throw it off, and the animation won't translate to the existing character. Creas, Creas, is that create? Yes, I am creating a video game. See. Sorry guys, help me out. My Spanish is muy malo. But yeah, if you're asking, is me? Yeah, see. Yes. This is, there you go. This game. Lost in Space. Alright, so let's, and we don't need all the stuff. We only need the mesh and the joints. So we'll send to Unity. And this is going to go to, I'll move this out of the way. Go to Documents. Lost in Space. There you go. Let's go into Assets, Animation, Characters, Will, Episode 1. Whoa, Episode 1. Oh, that's bad. Yes, because we've been evolving our structure, some of the folders are not where they should be. So, and then I'm going to say new folder. I'm going to call this Proxy, because it is very much placeholder, blocking animation. Lifting up planter. Okay. And we'll do the same for the planter. There we go. And so animation, in this case it's going to be episode 1. Aftermath. Proxy. Table lifted up. Okay, so if we switch back, we should see it popping up. There it goes. It's grabbing it. And so we want our Will cutscene version. Animator. Let's see. So that's our intro cave, yes. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. And we will name this Aftermath. Alright. And let's go animation. See if we got this working right or not. I put this at 50-50. Episode 1, cutscene. There's a lot of ways you can... Oops, not cutscene. You can break this stuff. Alright, so let's see, animation, that's fine. Ugh, see, you see how it's doing like little boom, 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 you know, that wiggle? That's crazy. Yeah. We'll try and fix that by doing that. No, it's still doing it. I hate that. Yeah. its key reduction is just not good. You know what? That's fine. Simply placeholder. I should not obsess. Okay. Oh, let's animation. Let's see. Let's go. Will. Okay. We'll say lifting up planter. Yeah, we'll just call it that. So let's go back to animation. And the quickest way to check to see if this is going to behave is we take, oops, apply. Drop this in here. And here's our cutscene wheel. And so now if we go into animation, we should see lifting up planter. Hey, look at that. I love the wiggle. Oh well. Yeah. Once again, not worth worrying about. The planter will probably wiggle as well. But I have it at origin, so I can just snap it in place to all the different places it needs to be. Alright. So, what we'll do is we'll create a... we'll just, yeah. Create an empty. I have no idea why it throws it in the stratosphere like it likes to do. There it goes. So let's put it here. Oops, rename. Cutscene version group. So we have to make a parent for it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna, like, if yeah, because the animator is attached to it, the top node, it tends to take control. So it's easier just to add a guy above it, and that will make it behave nicely. Alright. And let's see. So it's going to be somewhere in there, and then we're going to adjust him based on where the planter goes. So let's go, these don't have an animation on them yet. They shouldn't. Nope, they don't. There's no reason why they should. I may just swap them out. I think that's going to be the simplest way. So let's go, where am I going? Episode 1, Aftermath, Proxy, yeah. He's going to be doing the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. That's funny. Okay. And, okay, stop. Let's go over to animation, and we'll call it, lifting up table. Apply. 6 one, half dozen the other. Let's try, for the fun of it. I have a planter group, so I can. Okay. No, I know. I'm going to reverse myself. I think it's just going to be simpler and faster to swap it. Yeah, it's pretty close, though. I wasn't that far off. Alright, So I'm not going to worry about rotating it. I'm going to keep that consistent so it'll line up easier and faster. Alright, and table lifted up. So for a moment, we're going to hide that. Alright, and then... let's see, and we do have Anim Controls cutscenes. Awesome. So here's what we'll do is lifting up says default layer state. So if we do that, and we'll create an animator for this. Yep. And let's see, was I putting the animator right next to it? I think I was, so let's go oh. Go to the right folder, that might help. Animator controller, yes. Table. Planter table. I'll clarify it so it doesn't step on toes later on. Alright. So alright, and then this guy would just have this one animation in it, lifting up table, like so. Alright, say table lifted up, and we drop in this bad boy. So, in theory, if we're lucky, we should see both these guys moving together in sync at the start. Let's see. Okay, let me take it on maximized. Okay. So I gotta do the same thing. I can do the same offset that I did on him. So actually this should be kind of pretty slick. So what we do is let's go ahead and create an empty so he's right there next to him. Table lifted up. Group. Move it up. Attach him. So now they're in the same spot, correct? So now if we look at our wheel cutscene, we should be able to just go copy that component. Do the same thing with this. Component values. There we go. So okay, we got a scaling issue here. Did you do something weird? Huh. That's interesting. So let's undo some of this. Oh, I must be... oh, because I scaled the table 1.5. Oh, crap. I scaled the table 1.5. So that means it's not gonna line up. Oh, that's brilliant. Buddy, that's super smart. Let's see. Huh. Whoa. Alright, that's not what we want at all. Alright, now you're just annoying me. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, that was my fault because I attached it here like so, and then when I dragged it off, the scale went funky like so. Right. Uh, 171 and 1. Huh. And of course I was in the scene, which means I lost everything I just did. Yep. 2 points for detail. Alright, so that is correct. Because I didn't knock that down, that's why it shrank it. There it goes. Ah! There. I just want the position and I don't want the rotation moving. Wait, why is it not centering? Oh, that's why I'm looking at the wrong thing. Pivot versus center. Okay. There we go. Way too much effort. Alright. So then, if we just go like this, we should be able to get pretty close to where we want it to be. And we'll just record these numbers. Which actually I think is pretty much exactly what this guy is, like it should be. Yeah. 171, 101. Cool. Okay, so we are, once we get it set up correct, 1.71 and 1.01. There you go. I like the twitchy stuff. Very robotic. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know of a good way to actually just say, look, just keep it clamped. I mean, I could go in and export the animation separately and go into each animation and say clamp, but that's way more effort than I need for something that is just placeholder. Alright, so now this is what we need it to be, so let's go ahead and try and use it for real. Alright, so let's go ahead and hide him. Lucini, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday evening, or late evening for you. Alright. Alright, so that's all turned off, so let's go back into... Oh, let's hide the grass stuff. That's a gigantic group. Alright, so let's go into cutscenes. This exterior. Oh, we didn't turn the planter back on? There you go, planter group 1. Alright, so cutscene 1, there you go. Let's see. So, in theory, this should work. Let's see. Let me think. Alright, I'm going to contemplate. I'm going to duck out for just a second. Put more liquid refreshment in my drink. And... Ba-bump. Ba-bump. Wait for it. There it is. Alright, I'll be right back. Lucini, you can risk losing your 420 score if you want. But, alright, hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay. Plunge the drink. You're all good. Yep. You're not risking it. Okay, fair enough. I'm back. Okay. So we have a master script that controls all of the planters. And if we do this, let's see. Yeah, if we take over run, it kind of defeats the purpose of having it. Let's see. Okay, here's what we do. We just have it offset. Because each one would have an offset, so we can still reuse this, just keeping the table and the wheel cutscene, their position is a variable, so we can just bounce from place to place. I'm doing well. I'm getting adventurous. You know, I went ahead and started doing some just very crude placeholder animation, just, you know, a very staccato kind of fashion, like that. Because right now, you know, we're literally 1 week away from the convention that I keep talking about, and right now the cutscenes are just him literally standing there idle, you know, and sometimes he yawns, which is great. So I'm just gonna see if I can bang out some really quick, rough animations, drop them in place, so someone can look at it and they can look past just that staccato effect better than they can just say, wait, is the game frozen? Why is he not moving? You know, I don't want to spend, you know, 3 days going, it's placeholder, the animation's missing. I mean, I'll even have a message that pops up at the beginning saying, hey, you know, this is still in development, stuff's missing, but people will still kind of go, your game's broken, he's not moving. So, hence why I'm doing this. Vector 3. Cutscene will position and rotation. And same, we'll just borrow these because it's faster. Table. How about you? Did you manage to finish? Let's see. Yeah, you probably finished 3 body. You were on to Fallout, right? Did you manage to push through all that, or are you still chipping away at Fallout? Let's see. Player cutscene set active. Oh, I am using that. Oh, sweet. Okay, well then never mind. That makes this redundant. But we still need the table position. And I think I'm going to just add the animator. Game object. Yeah, because I can't go to the parent easily. So I'll just say game object table. Let's see. Animator table anim. There we go. Simple enough. So then what we oh, let's see, planter, that's just oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, so you never did tell me which game jam you're actually focused on. I'm sure I could look at the schedule, or I should just know magically, but 3 hours just to work on the topic, huh? Well, I guess that really does matter. Score jam. Okay, I missed that. Sorry. I probably read it and just didn't connect. Interesting. Yeah, but I totally get why you'd want to spend a lot of time planning, because the last thing you want is to, like, I did. Yeah, but that was a different me. You know, this is a different metaverse version of me. So you have to understand that, you know, this version of me has no idea what that conversation was about. So, oh wait, did I say that publicly? Oh crap. Well, this isn't recorded, is it? Oh crap. Okay. So let's see, is enabled. So we can switch this instead. And we don't need you. No, don't save. If it's already, if not tipped over, there you go. Is that we have a programmer with high skills, but 2 artists with extremely low skills. Make it a 2D game, and just make some AI. There you go. You go, hey, here's the pretty art. Look at this. I worked all night on this. Okay. So if that's like so. Let's see. So table. So then oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, good. We don't need planter. You're going away. And so we need to find an idea that is fun, challenging, and also low effort. That is the magic trifecta of business. Fun, challenging, and requires no effort. Oh, mercy. Yeah, that's my mantra in life right there. It's going to be 2D. 3D, given that it'd be easier for me to create certain assets, like if we did an escape room. True. Yeah, that'd be true. Yeah, especially if you go stylized. That's always a no-brainer to make, you know, the visual aesthetic work. Okay, so player scene. Okay, table. So we'll do this. We'll do gameplay table. Gameplay table. Table. There. Alright. And we'll say set active to nope. Low poly is always stylized, technically speaking. I guess so. Yeah, I guess that, yeah, that's a legit argument. True. Elmer Fudd version of true. Table set active, and then table anim. Play. What do I call it? It's such a standard style that it doesn't feel stylized. Yes, you're not an outsider if whatever you're doing is being done by everybody. That's true. It does kind of drive me nuts in the fact that if I get dinged for kind of going, well, visually it's not really much to look at, and then someone does some goofy stylized pixel kind of thing, and they go, wow, the art's really beautiful. It's like, it's pixels. That always frustrates me. It's kind of like, okay, so if I would have like just completely demolished the quality, then you'd go, wow, that looks fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't quite understand that mindset, but I'm a simpleton. Lifting up planter. And I think Will's going to be the same thing. Alright, and I don't have that. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if that's player cutscenes. I wonder if that's baked in. I wonder if I could do it this way. Cutscenes. Animator. Sweet! Bless you, Richard. That's awesome. Like everyone has their preferences, so some games might look bad to you, but doesn't mean that their art style is actually ugly or anything. Yeah. In this day and age, I don't think it works that way. I think people have... It's no longer they don't have opinions, they have facts. Alright, so I think I call that lifting up planter. I'm talking about Will's. Let's double check that. Yep. Sweet. Alright. So that should be... And then, oh, we need to turn that table off at the end. So we'll take these guys. When we get to the very end, we swap these and we'll swap the table back. Alright, still kind of proof of concepting here kind of thing to make sure that this is all legit and working. So we need to add those values so they'll go to the right spot. Alright. Good. I still got the values. 171, 101. Let's see. Yeah. 1.71, 1.01. Camera. And same for the table. 1. Yep. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Planter 01. Instead of table, I'm going to call it Planter 01. Lifted up group. That's a mouthful. Where'd my cutscenes go? Ah, you really? You had to compress it. You had to close it down. So, Planter 01. There it is. There. And we don't have the animator attached to that one. Yep. It's this guy. Oh shoot, I got it backwards. That's why. So let's go like that. Say Planter 01. Gameplay version. That should do it. Alright. First try, fingers crossed. Alright, I was too optimistic of going maximize there, so I don't know why cutscene wheel was floating off somewhere else. So I'll fire it off, and you see not even there. He didn't turn on. Interesting. Huh. Okay, that's weird. So
I can't get...
Alright, so is he the cutscene version or the gameplay version? He's probably the gameplay version. He is. Okay, so my whole ability to tell player cutscene to switch on ain't happening. Which says to me that he is not properly assigned. Cutscene version. That's legit. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, I know what's going on here. So, because I did it that way... Ah, crap. Okay. No big deal. Let's see, so player rotation. Yeah. Yeah, so that's not going to work. That's going to be just wrong. Unless it's not. If so, then I can actually not worry about that group controller. Let's see.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Sweet. Okay. Joke's on me. I went to all the effort to create a controller for it, and it didn't need it. That was foolish. So let's try this again. It's funny with the motion blur that the little twitching it looks even trippier.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Alright, so that's all cool. We just need to delay the battery pack reference. Yeah, what's the funny thing? Ravemy had her idea pitched for the most time, and then at the end, my Game Jam idea won. You weren't around to vote for it, so sorry. That's funny. Let's see, so, 3. Yeah, basically. That we want to go ahead and add an extra second here. We'll try that. Maybe I'll try 2. Alright, but this does work. That's the good news.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Okay. Close. We just need to trim it up a bit. Like so. There we go.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Oops. Okay. A little too much cutting there. Alright. I think this gets us here. That's cool. You can actually see the motion blur kind of kicked in there while it's in between processing.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Alright, so in theory... Wait, why is the planter still... Oh, because we don't disable it. Okay, I need to do that. So, we'll do that here in a second. Oops. Okay. two different things going wrong at the same time. So let's see. Let's say table. Okay. So where did... Yeah, planter. Alright, so we just disable it right here. We'll just do it this way. Oh, it's trying to help me. There. Excuse me. So there's several different ways you can deactivate an object. This is the correct way, so it actually gets picked up by our save function. And now, when I do it again, it should behave.
It's Robot's battery pack.
No. No, wait. Why is it still enabled? It should not be freaking enabled now. A contact can be visible but not interactable. So yeah, unless the planter's not set up correctly on this. Planter. Right. Let's go back to here. Yeah, see, I was doing it before. Trigger collider enabled equals false, which is wrong because the save won't pick that up. So if somebody reloads a game, then that table will suddenly become an interactable object again, which it should not be. Alright, so next thing to look at is what thing is actually getting turned off.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Nothing got turned off. Okay, so that says to me because it was inactive at the time this happened. Planter. You know, I might be able to do it this way. Yeah, I already got loaded, so yeah. Game object set active to false. That means I don't have to worry about gameplay table. Two birds, one stone. Uh-oh. Unless I broke something. Oh. So, run. All right. So, yeah, planter. There you go. Yep, that was an oversight on my part.
It's Robot's battery pack.
And it still didn't disable. What the heck? Okay, now I'm confused. Planter. Planter. There. It should be, Unless it's not getting processed because it's getting turned off. So we'll try it this way. We'll give it time. So we do it when it turns back on. Oops. Uh-oh. Canine alarm system kicking in. Monsters are at the door. Anytime. There it goes. Alright.
It's Robot's battery pack.
And still nothing. What the absolute crap? Okay, well, we can come at this a different way. Okay, yeah, we'll just do it this way. We'll say planter. Lift up table. That's weird. I mean, is enabled should disable its collider, but it's not, which is telling me that there's something wrong with how it was, this one was set up, I guess. Let's see, checking. Yeah. Contacts. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Nope, planter. That's where we're going wrong. Planter 1. Okay, I think I see where I went wrong. You can't do it through that because that's just going through the script and not the actual... Okay, got it. So, let's see. We should be able to go contacts, planter. Whoop, no. Oh, okay, maybe not. Because this is a... No, it's cutscene based. That should be fine. Trying to play by the rules, but the rules are bashing me in the head right now. Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah. Okay, so what am I missing here? That cutscene based on this one is not the same here. Alright, we'll do a side-by-side comparison and figure out why. Contacts, unless I haven't propagated the contacts list correctly. Inventory. Contact manager. Oh, I think I gotta drop it down in here. That's why. Yep. Okay. Planter 01. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have? 5 planters or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Now this will just all work. Wait for the compile. Alright. Oh, 1. Right, I don't know why there's like multiples of Planter 02. Oh, that's why. Yeah, we're good. Three. All right, that should do it. Let me just double check that. Yeah. Cool. Now, this can go away because now we're good. Bingo. Is enabled equals false. There. And I might as well just kill the planter thing because we have access to it otherwise. And I don't think there's another place I'm using it anymore. Yeah, that's meaningless. That doesn't help. Yeah, cool. So planter's going away. Let's see. Oh, crap. Nope. Actually, I need it just because I don't know which planter I'm messing with. So... Let's see. Yeah, crap. Once again, because it's unified into one master planter script, it's not friendly with just trying to reference it this way. Let's see. Table position. So I just totally nuked that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Which makes me think that I might as well remove these guys since we're gonna access them in the script. Planter is enabled. Planter game object set false. No, actually, that should be true. Ah. Table POS, yes. Okay, why do you hate that? It should be looking for vector 3. Let's see, transform position equals table position. Doesn't exist. Because I made it capital. That was stupid. Why did you capitalize a variable, idiot? And it's still not happy. Come on. Now you're just messing with me today. Unity's just being mean. Wait, I can put rotation, but I can't put... Okay, that is bizarre. They're both vector 3. Oh, tablolu? Is that why? Because I can't spell? Okay. It's not Unity, it's me. I get it. There's nothing to rotate, so that's fine. And this, I better do it just in case for the other ones, though. How do I spell it? It's terrible. Tablolo. Alright. No, wait a second. Oh, no, wait. I'm just totally messing things up. Because this is a planter that we're dealing with. Oh, jeez. Dude, my brain is not working today. I'm just completely messing up the gameplay table versus the cutscene. And I'm just messing everything up here. I still want this, so I can just disable the right one. So we'll say, yeah, seems to happen more and more these days. Okay. But thanks. But we still want to disable that, so that's fine. And set active is equal to false. And we'll say cutscene table. Oh, jeez. Seriously. Rewired? I'm going home. Wait, I am home. Jeez. It must be a Friday. I'm just shutting down. Cutscene table. Okay, fine. Now we're kind of getting somewhere. So there's the player. We'll separate here, and then we'll go into this. He's there. So table set active true. Oh, let's do it this way. Cutscene table, let's make this animator. And we can creep up to get the position. Cutscene table. Actually, I can set active. No, is that true? Interesting. You can set active, but that's... I don't trust that's the object. That may be the animator. Although that'd be enabled, wouldn't it? But I'm not going to... This may be redundant, but I'm not going to chance it. Alright. Finally. If hiding power pack, there, that's good. So table shouldn't even exist anymore, should it? Oh, it is there. Okay. You know what? That's just going away because that's just getting too confusing anyways. There. Okay. Yeah, that was just stupid not renaming it from the beginning. So we don't need you. We do need you. Down here. Oh, come on. Okay. And we did the is enabled. Yes, no. Is enabled. There, false. Okay, so now we just need to wire this stuff up for the cutscene. That's not right, but that'll get me close. Yeah, okay. So call it cutscene planter 01. That's much clearer. Cool. Actually, we don't need that. If we have his animator. Like so, and we just reach up to get that. There, and then finally here. Boy, that was the long route to get that. On the plus side, the other ones will go a lot faster. So yay to that. Alright. Player position, table position. Good. Yay. Well, let's not get too excited. I'm going to be brave and put in full screen and delude myself that first off, you cannot leave it on to begin with. Otherwise, it'll just start playing.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Alright, so why? Alright. Why is it shifted? Oh, because I didn't actually... Did I not actually move it? Transform position. Table position, yeah. That's it. Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, is I think the animation is overriding it. Yeah, this is 1.710.1.01. Whoa, so that's... Why is that shifted? That shouldn't be, but okay. 3.13. Yeah, that's just pissed me off. Okay, I gotta go back to what I did before. So then, yeah, I was deluding myself in the idea that I could move it even though the animator's on it. That was stupid. Alright, so planter 1, let's see, cutscene. Okay, where did it go? I'm going to put this back onto it. Really? Alright, there it is. So we'll just put here. We'll put it right. Alright. Alright, so then now we have the offset, so maybe it'll behave. Or is it just gonna be worse? No, it's gonna be worse. Or it's not even gonna come on at all. Okay. So he's there. Okay. Man, there's about 12 ways you can screw this up, and I've screwed it up 14. It's a Friday.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Yeah, I don't even know if you're talking about me being the stupid or it, but yeah, well, kind of. We still got issues. The collider's still not turning off, and we're not turning off the table at the end, so we're still well, setting this to false might be a smart move. All right, planter. So set to true. Is enabled, should be false. Alright, so now I'm going to highlight this freaking planter and figure out why its trigger does not want to disable. Alright, so there we go. I'm getting closer. I mean, I'm making headway. But
It's
not
Robot's
something I want to
battery
spend
pack.
2 hours on. And it did nothing. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just do both. Because it does not want to behave, and I don't want to deal with it. So we'll say... But I'm not sure if I'm going to get the right one. Ah! Alright, is the planter a planter, or is it a contact? It is a contact. Good, okay. So maybe that's part of my problem. Is enable false. Oh, I will leave that on. Tipped over is false. Disable interaction, toggle online false. What the heck? I'm just gonna leave all that in there. And oh, no. That's lift up table. Trying to rush. I was hoping to burn through this stuff, so I'm not making smart choices. Which I think is kind of obvious at this point.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Okay, fine. It works. I assume because but is enable should actually disable the collider, but it's not doing it, so I'm just doing it manually because is enable was pissing me off. But is enable is crucial because that's what disables the collider when you reload the game. Why it's not working now? I don't know. I guess that makes sense because it's only when it comes back on. It's not actually a function, it's just a variable. So maybe that's why. Okay. At least now we have a system. And we can just move this crap around. Rename this cutscene planter 1 group. All right. I'm just curious if it actually lines up. Yeah, it does. Sweet. Okay, so let's try and do the other ones. Now that we have a quasi system. So let's do it this way. Let's put them together like this, side by side. 2's over there. Am I in global? I am. Alright, so that should be close enough, but then we want to be out here because it snaps, right? Oops. There you go. Interesting. Copy component. Paste component value. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, good. Call that 2. Alright, so then if we come back here, planter 2. Right. And then we just got to figure out, oh. Yeah, where his position is. Yeah, so I need to borrow these values. These guys. Alright. Let's transcribe that in the right spot. Let's hide him because he's done. Let's go back to the cutscene. Enter the values. So negative 10.932, negative 0.07, 2.895, negative 28.99. Oops, 922. There. And I'm going to copy these and just paste in the player position because that should be about the same. Maybe. But it'll get us in the neighborhood anyways. Paste. Alright. So this is the second one over from the middle. Oh, whoops. Alright, who's still there? He is. There. This guy. Okay, so that's cool, but he was in the wrong spot. And instead of pausing the game, I just sat there like a deer in headlights. Alright. Let me pause 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay. So, where is Cutscene Will? He is... Hello, way up in the stratosphere. Okay, there we go. Alright, so copy component. Oh shoot. There. Paste. Oh yeah, it's still episode 5, yeah. Oh good, glad to see I'm not the only one with non-functioning brain activity today. Alright, alright, I'm gonna check this one. If I can get this one in place, then we're after 4 anyway, so I think it's time to call it because I'm just brain dead. Okay. So this would be cutscene 2, exterior, planter 2, and player positions would actually be negative 11.063, 0, 2.918, negative 28. That's all the same. Alright. I am so confident, I'm going full screen. There it is. He shoots, he scores. Hey, look at that, it worked. There you go. So I just need to adjust the positions for the other 2, and we're golden, but there you go. So at this point, it's just redundant stuff, so I think that's a good cutoff point. Finally! Here, we'll celebrate with doing the other one too. Make sure that I'm not lying through my teeth. Boom, 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 boom.
It's Robot's battery pack.
Oh, sweet. And then the cool benefit, too. I don't know if you noticed the difference. Why is this so laggy? Because there's no animation yet. Here, because I don't have time to animate. I have 30 scenes, and I have 7 days until the convention. So I'm doing it as stepped, like that. See? So I'm only animating, like, literally, like, 10, 15 frames. You know, unfortunately, the problem there is that you know, if you look at my animation, oops, let's go hide everything, turn that on, hide that. So if you see how this is nice and stepped, right? Like so. It's like that. Yeah, it's like stop motion, exactly. It's like that. But Unity doesn't believe in actually keeping this stepped. It wants to try and smooth everything out. So even though I told it to go like 0.1 for accuracy, it still wants to introduce these wiggle frames. So that's why you're seeing that jarring, snapping kind of thing. So it's not that it's lagging, it's just the fact that there's no animation. Here, I'll show you one more time here. Check it out. And a cool thing here too is, so it's the same animation, but it knows that if there's an object on the ground, then it plays the whole animation and bends over and picks it up. But if there's nothing there, then it just cuts it off. So that was what I was hoping it would do. It likes to do things their own way. Yeah, it kind of seems that way. So here you go.
It's Robot's battery pack.
You know, and that's why he freezes at the end too, because that's the end of the stepped animation. So you saw how that went through the whole procedure, but here, you know, actually we need to make that go a little longer. So he steps back, add a little time to that. That is his name is just Robot. But no. It's not just Robot. It is Robot with a capital R. Okay? It is a proper noun. Right? Lowercase robot implies that it's just anything. And also, if you want to be formal about it, his with a hard R, it's actually B9. So if you want to call him by his true given name, you should be calling him B9. But if you watch the show, not you would, but yeah, B9, benign. That's, you know, I guess that's good. But if you watch the show, they actually don't say the robot. They never say the robot. They always say robot. They don't put the in there, you know. So it's just kind of cool that they do make him sort of like a legitimate character with a capital B. All right, so finally got that in place. That took way too long, but that one's a quirky one. Yeah, his actual name. Exactly. Not the robot, but robot. That's going to do it. Here we are on a Friday. Penny's downstairs. I'm not sure if she's even here. So I might not be the only one that's slacking today. But, all right, here we are. It's that time. So time for the obligatory plug. There you go. For anyone that's just chiming in now, this is a video game that is licensed and based on the 1960s TV show Lost in Space. We're doing it as sort of like the fourth season for the show. Point-and-click adventure game. You actually get to play as Will Robinson, like you see here, as well as Dr. Smith and Robot. All the other cast members have mysteriously disappeared, and it's up to the three of you to rescue everyone else. Game's still in development, as you can see right here. But demo is available on Steam or itch. Give it a look. So lostinspace.game.com, or you can come to the base, which is scaryrobot.com. So thank you, Lucini. I still keep forgetting to log in so I can actually post on my own stream. That'll do it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out there, Lucini. Good to see you again. And let's see if we have a penny, shall we? Nope. Penny? Yep, see? Even she's... Oh! Mm-hmm. Ow. That was like a chunk of skin that time. There you go. Yeah, even she's slacking today, so I'm not the only one. It must be something in the weather.
I just came home.
Yeah, that's it. I know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I do this Monday through Friday from 2 to 4. And Pacific time, of course. I'll let you figure out the time for yourself. Or she's mad about yesterday. What was she mad about yesterday about? She got her playtime. I'm not sure. What was she mad about? Having to wait. Oh, because we went over. That's it. Yeah, she's like, if you're going to make me wait 30 minutes, I'm going to protest. I'm going to just wait downstairs. So there you go. What do you think of that? Yeah, she's smart that way. All right. Thanks, Lucini. Everyone else, have yourselves a fantastic weekend. And hope you have a good one. Hope to see you again next week. Until then, as always, adios.